Chinese dumplings, or potstickers, or a type of dim sum. There are lots of names for this dish, but it is an excellent appetizer. Now, traditionally, this is made with pork or beef or some other type of meat, but of course, we want to do it in a vegetarian style. But we want to keep that very rich savoriness of a traditional dumpling. Now we're going to heat up some oil in a hot wok. Now you could certainly use a skillet as well. That works just great. We're going to just gently cook garlic and ginger to begin with, just until they become aromatic, and then immediately add our shiitake mushrooms. They're going to release a little bit of moisture. We want to cook some of that off and really start to concentrate the flavors. Time to add some veggies. Notice that all the things we're adding here are very small piece sizes. And that's important because if you get larger pieces, they could poke holes in your wrappers when you're trying to make the dumplings. Now we'll push all those things aside, add a bit more oil, and we're going to cook a veggie meat style of product, seitan crumbles, that adds to the richness of our dish. Freshly sliced green onions or scallions, and some sesame oil. Hoisin sauce adds to the savoriness and a little bit of sweetness to it. And we're going to balance that with just a touch of sriracha for a spicy note. Very last, we'll add just a touch of soy sauce that brings in a bit of salt, so be careful about adding extra salt to this dish. Look at the rich, savory gloss and color in there. Oh, it's ready to eat by itself. But we want to pull that aside, let it cool down a bit, and then we'll start forming it into dumplings. We want to wet the edges to make sure that they stick together well, and just a little water on your fingertip works great for this. A teaspoon or so is about as much filling as each one of these dumplings can hold, so be careful that you don't overfill them. Pinch or crease that edge together very well so that when you're cooking them, the dumplings don't come apart. Then add a little bit more water with your fingertip so that we can get a nice crimp on the edge of each one of our dumplings. Look at those dumplings ready to go into a hot skillet and get a little bit of browning on them. We'll add some oil to that, let it get medium hot at least, and then put in our dumplings on the bottom, flat side down. Don't move them, let them set in the oil until they turn brown on the bottom. Now we'll add a little bit of water or stock. Be careful, it'll steam up right away. Get a lid on there and let them really cook slow until they're cooked all the way through. Now another cooking option for these would be to skip the sauté step entirely and just go right to steaming them in a steamer basket until they are fully cooked. Potstickers, a savory beginning to a wonderful meal. We hope you enjoy our veggie take on a traditional pot sticker. Enjoy!